Plaintiff Richard Haynes met the defendant in 2008, and they bonded over the fact that they both grew up outside of the States. Richard claims he thought he could trust the defendant because he was a minister. But Richard's suing because he loaned the defendant money for a gospel concert and has yet to be repaid. Defendant John Williams says he is a minister who also practices herbal medicine, and he too thought Richard was a good friend. John says he expected 3,000 people to turn out at the concert, but only 150 showed up, and therefore he doesn't owe Richard because his money was an investment.
Start with you.
I feel very honored to be here in front of you. I like you a lot. I watch your show.
Thank you.
But John, I met him like around.
You say, but John, he's no good. That's it. You say, I impress you, but he's no good. All right, go ahead.
But,
you met him when?
I met him in 2008. Has experiencing some back pains, and he is a sort of an urban nutritionist with alternative methods.
Okay.
So I was looking for alternative methods, and he's one. So we kind of hit it off right away because we are both raised outside the U.S. I'm from Barbados, and he's from Guyana. But while I was growing up, I used to really love art, so I fell in love with the visual arts. John is a good singer. He has a big voice. His voice will fill up this room if he starts singing. And I really respected and trusted him. I thought he was a very honest man because he's a sort of a minister in his church.
What do you mean, sort of? He is or he isn't? I mean, he's a minister on Sunday, but Saturday night is that what that means? That's what it sounds like it means.
He would have to tell you that, but
All
he's
right.
a minister and he wants to promote himself as a gospel singer. I really respected and trusted him. I thought he was a very honest man because he's a sort of a minister in his church.
What do you mean, sort of? He is or he isn't? I mean, he's a minister on Sunday, but Saturday night is
Plaintiff Richard Haynes says he loaned the defendant money for a gospel concert and has yet to be repaid. But the defendant insists the money was an investment, and because the concert was unsuccessful, he does not have to repay.
Let me get to him before we get to the breach of contract. You want to give me some background, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, I'm a minister. I'm an urban public health specialist, practicing holistic, naturopathic, and complementary medicine. Your Honor, the only reason that I am here this afternoon is that God's word, his truth, would be proclaimed, which says that it is not good for God's people to go into business with unbelievers.
And it's not good to lie either, so I'm going to see who's lying today. Go ahead.
And that is right.
These Bible thumpers, so every time they come in here now, they always end up on the wrong side of the Bible, but go ahead.
That's all right. That's all right. That's his word. We cannot go without his word. That's what we proclaim. And I really did thought that Mr. Haynes, Richard, was a friend. I'm a very honest and hardworking person. And sir, it's a shame that I have to be here before you today in proclaiming God's word. I hope that people would see and follow and not fall into the same experience that I have by disobeying his word.
Okay. How does the Reverend Dr. Minister John owe you $3,000?
I don't know what he meant by unbeliever, but he came to me with the idea of promoting a gospel concert. Like I said, he has a very good singing voice. He has talent with the voice. I was very impressed with his voice. But he came to me with the idea of promoting the concert. He needed money to start like getting tickets printed, promotional, invites.
When was this?
The beginning of 2013.
All right, approximately January 13, and the concert was to be held where?
At a place in Brooklyn. I forgot what the concert hall was called.
At a hall?
Yeah.
All right, how many people did you all expect?
He probably expected like 150 people at least.
Oh, you should have rented someone's church, or someone will let you have their church for that, sir. What's my man with the AME church, one of the largest in the world? He used to be a congressman.
Floyd Flake.
Floyd Flake, you could have had it there. You went to a hall.
The
Where
hall
the
was
heathens come?
3,000.
Did y'all sell alcohol and smoke cigarettes?
No, sir.
Why you lost all your money? You went to a cabaret hall. Why you go there then? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, he told me he would like at least $5,000, but I decided to lend him $3,000. So I wrote him a check for $3,000 to help do his promotion. And he even gave me complimentary tickets for me and my wife to attend the show. But I didn't tell my wife that I was lending anybody that kind of money. I didn't tell her, and I didn't bring her to the concert because if it flopped, I was afraid that she'd give me an earful. So I went alone, and I saw that the concert hall the audience had a lot of empty seats still in it. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do now? My wife is going to... So I watched the show. 2 people performed before John. John came up. His voice filled the arena. All the people had talent. It just was bad promotion. They didn't have enough people. And then I got worried. And
All
that's why
right,
we
let me
did
hear
it.
from you. First of all, what church you belong to, Minister William?
The Seventh-day Adventist network of churches.
Okay. You know I grew up at Seventh-day Adventist.
You, bless your heart.
Go ahead.
Well, sir, the place that we rented was not a hall. It was a church of the Pentecost that holds 3,000 people.
All right.
So we were expecting to fill the place because of the network of churches. Unfortunately, there were 5 concerts that same night. And there were actually 3 concerts on the same street. And so we were very disappointed with the turnout. We didn't even have less than 1/3.
Is that your promotional
Yes, sir.
poster?
This is,
Let's see it.
This is the
So you
flyer.
had about the 150 that he talked about?
Oh, yes.
All right, and what was your agreement with him?
The agreement, sir, was that
Who are these people? I ain't never heard of none of these folks. And I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist.
sir, you have the 2 most
And
prominent.
this one woman looked like she about to retire any day now. And Pastor such and such, he looked like he don't even want to be there.
Ronnie, the only reason that I am here this afternoon is that God's word, his truth, would be proclaimed, which says that it is not good for God's people to go into business with unbelievers.
I mean, it's not good to lie either, so I'm gonna see who's lying today.
Plaintiff Richard Haynes says he loaned the defendant money for a gospel concert and has yet to be repaid. But the defendant insists the money was an investment, and because the concert was unsuccessful, he does not have to repay.
So he didn't have a turnout, but what was your agreement with him?
He was impressed with the opportunity he had to make a good profit from this
What was
concert.
the agreement?
Is
He's
that-
suing you as if it's a loan or a investment.
It's a loan. He's
Okay, sir, was it a loan or an investment?
It was an investment.
What were the terms
with a
of the
promise,
investment?
An investment that based on the profits that he would have been paid back with gain.
Okay, what was his
Okay.
repayment to be?
He would have
What
had
percentage of the profits was he to receive?
5%, sir. 5%.
What was the total budget?
The total budget was $12,000.
So he puts in $3,000, which is what, 1/4 of the budget?
Yes.
He puts in 25%, but he only will get back 5%.
of the profit.
Is that Christian-like?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is, sir. It is. Once
Man put in 25%, he should get somewhere near 25%
Yes,
of
sir.
the profit, not 5% of the profit. But go ahead, you say it was a loan?
yes,
All right, and when were you to be repaid?
by the April of 2013.
And when you asked for your money, what did he say?
I'm having a hard time with life right now. I'm going through things with my wife. I think they were separating or divorcing or something. All of that stops him from having the money.
All right.
To pay.
No one has anything or an agreement? Did you all sign anything? No?
I do. I don't have it. I have one.
Well, that's what I've been in need of. That'll explain it all. Do you have an agreement? Reverend
have a
Dr.
copy.
Minister,
I-
Seventh-day Adventist?
I don't have a copy of it, sir, with me.
Value received. The undersigned promise to pay to the order of Richard Haynes, lender, I don't have to read anymore, sir. Look, hand him that. He has your signature on there. I told you every time Bible thumpers come in here, every time, never once. Never once. Not one time has a Bible thumper come in here without lying. Never. Judgment for the plaintiff. It says lender, loan. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm sorry I came for this, man. You should sing me an apology just because of that voice of yours. Just let it hit.
Although it's written in the document, and that's where I
Should be
agree.
singing all that right now.